community is the cold, hard facts of life. We all live in the 33460 zip code. We lead the county in children living in poverty in this zip code. We just had an Easter egg hunt. And this isn't a criticism other than it's just the reality. In our 33460 zip code with the poorest children in the county, we charged them $1 because we needed to raise funds for the recreation department. We don't acknowledge what we have, and why you coming in and showing us programs is so vital to this community. We have another, what was termed to me in the past as white flight, where people left here and they went out to the suburbs. It's happening again. We are in a position to where a lot of the people who have been here and lived here and contributed for a long period of time are leaving because we don't have another 20 years to wait for this to come on. And you know, these factors aren't out there discussed in a way that people can really understand and acknowledge what they are. We say we have a diverse community. We don't talk about the real poor we have in the community, the conditions of our schools, what they really are, and how these things relate to them. So everybody works in their own circle of doing things, but they don't communicate the real cold, hard facts of life and what our honest community is. And we have a lot of needs that have to be addressed. And the only way that they're going to be addressed is to be able to do these type of improvements and have these things take place. I mean, it was sad, truly sad for our community that over 20 feet, we lost the prospect of bringing entry-level jobs into this community of what hotels and those types of things could. And that's because those 3,000 people that come out and exercise that thing to vote don't really see the community for what it is and the needs that this community has. Shame on everybody that has divided this community and fought so hard to keep Lake Worth mediocre at best and to keep those children living in poverty for so long, because that vote this last time did it in for a lot of us. And unfortunately, it did a lot for people who aren't here because they're working their second or third job, trying to put their own bread on the table. I mean, we've got to start talking about what Lake Worth is, and we've got to make people realize that for Lake Worth to improve for everybody, including those children, we have to get on board with some really good growth for this city and get behind that. And you know what, 20 feet, if it made a difference that families got to have jobs and we could improve the conditions for everybody here, I could live with 20 feet. I could live with 40 more feet on a building. I mean, get real about what this really is. There's no information out there at all, and nobody acknowledges Lake Worth for what it is. It's cute, it's charming, it's this or that. It's poor, and it has potential. I'm so tired of hearing that it has potential. It doesn't have the willpower to help one another. You know, the people that are not here, that will be the naysayers, and like Loretta said, who will be on the blogs tomorrow, they don't volunteer at schools. They're not a part of Kiwanis. They're not part of city boards and programs and such that are trying to make those improvements. And yet those are the people that will knock on doors and scare my neighbors and tell them that 1424 North L could have a 6-story building built next to it tomorrow.
Moving forward, it seems like a great opportunity for the community to have a shared vision is the comprehensive plan process that's about to start. Because it seems like, you know, there are a lot of different, when we're talking about heights and we're talking about code enforcement, we're talking about implementation. But the first step is to have a shared vision about what the community is. You know, it's really important to understand who we are today, but also having a shared vision of where we're trying to get to. And so we've seen the staff